So I don't want to hear you barking. I want to hear you tell me a story. What do you want to tell me? You want to go out and play in the woods? No barking. You got to tell me that you want to go out and go hiking. Well, I know there's a lot of... Well, stop interrupting. You got to tell me that there's... You keep interrupting me. No, bark. I don't like it when you get loud and talking to me like that. Sit. You sit. Now listen to me. See? There you go, interrupting me again. If you would just let me talk. Really? This is ridiculous. Do you want to go out and go hiking? Yes or no? You gotta tell me. Okay. All right, let's go. So my girlfriend didn't need help today. So you guys know where I'm ending up at. So pretty out here today. Look where I'm at. I love how that snow sits on top of the trees like that. It's gorgeous. The skies are really gray and it's snowing right now. This is me, Lily in the world. Figure I'd take you guys on the hike for a little ways through here. And so I don't get too much snow on my camera and whatever. When I get through here, I'll go make a video out at my favorite spot here. See if I can do this without getting lost this time. There's no trails where I go. I always take a different way in, different way out, kind of. Back in here where I go, by the river, my favorite spot, there's a cedar tree that I like to sit under. And I'm not going to that today, but I'm gonna go pretty close to it because that's a ways back there. Oh, I gotta show you something too. So I got... What'd you see, Lily? Huh? What is that? Something just jumped up and took off. Burning it down Smothers. Thanks, bro. Got my neck knife on. Cruising around the woods. It's a good day for it. It's beautiful out here. Check this out. Awesome out here today. Anyways, I'll get some more footage in a bit. Thanks. So today I have gloves with me. I did remember to bring those because it is cold out. I almost walked out of the house with a Pendleton on and decided to go ahead and put my wintertime jacket on. It's like goose down or whatever, and it always keeps me like sweaty hot. I end up rolling it up, putting it on the back of my pack most of the time. But I do have gloves. My hands are freezing right now. I had the gloves on, or I had to put them, stop, open my pack up and put them on. And I didn't realize that it was this cold out here, but that's the thing. You know, you get out in the woods like this and you start getting wet and getting cold, and you don't realize how fast it happens. Well, I'll tell you why I'm cold right now. I just fell through the ice. There's a bunch of ice out here, and my pant legs are wet up to about right here. And when I fell through the ice, and I've been walking for about 20 minutes now, and it's just, my feet are freezing right now. So, I mean, I'll make sure and pay attention, make sure they don't get too cold. But I've been collecting some birch bark. Snow just fell on me. I have a whole bunch of birch bark right here in my pocket, in my other pocket. And my shemagh is keeping my neck from getting snow down the back of my jacket, so that helps a lot. And I just pulled this guy off the tree here. These are a fungus that grows on the side of the tree, and what I did is I popped it off there to see if I can use my fire steel to, which I knew it wasn't going to work, but I was going to see if I can get a spark to land in it and see if it was dry enough where I can carry my carry it as a smoldering ember, so I can start my fire in a little bit so I can warm myself up. And I kind of figured it wouldn't work because everything is so wet out here right now. And I'm actually standing on ice right here in front of me. This is all wet ice, real wet. Some of it's about a foot deep, and that's the stuff that I fell through back there. But I have my axe with me, and I made this is the old Zenith that I restored last year. And I took some old scrap leathers today in about 10 minutes, and I made a quick down and dirty leather sheath so I didn't cut myself, because I'm gonna use this out in the woods in a little bit so I can cut some firewood and whatever. Most of the time I just use my knife, baton some wood and split it down into some small kindling, and but I'll keep on hiking. Figured I'd share that with you real quick. I figured I'd share this with you real quick. I know a lot of you might have seen this, but there's a lot of people out here that might have. I was grabbing some tinder. I got a bunch of birch bark, and I'll whittle up some wood and do some feather sticks and whatever. But I have my Schrade old timer with me today, and what I wanted to do is you find these little nodules on the tree here. See if I can get this in the camera. And they're kind of like just full of sap. Just take and bite it off. I don't know if you can see that on there. There's a bunch of these on there. And what I'm gonna do, pop a bunch of those, kind of pay attention where they're at. And so I've already done about 20 of them or something. And this isn't hurting the tree because it'll fill those up and protect itself. And I took some old litter that was sitting on the ground. It's you know, ferns and whatever, and I'll take and smear all this stuff into it. And this stuff is sticky, and this is just you find these on the spruce trees or whatever, the pines, and it's just sap, and it's like kerosene. Now I'm gonna stuff that in my pocket, and then when I get over to where I'm going, I'll make my fire with that. But anyways, I figured I'd share that guys with you guys. Thanks. This little tip I'll show you right now, but I don't want to be responsible if somebody makes himself sick or does something stupid, eating too much of it or whatever. As far as wild edibles, that's why I don't like to do wild edible videos too much, because of the responsibility. If, you know, somebody makes himself sick or whatever, then they're going to try to sue me or something. But do this at your own risk. Right here, I'm at a birch tree. You have your outer layer, and then you have your inner layer, which is your cambium layer. And it tastes like crap, but my stomach's all messed up today. Not feeling too good. And I know if on the birch trees, put that piece of cambium layer in there and chew on it like a piece of gum. And it's kind of like a willow tree when you have salicin. It's kind of the same deal. Chew on a little bit, get the juices going, and then, you know, when you're done, you just spit out the stuff that you've chewed up or whatever. But it works pretty good. I've done it before, and it's, you know, I don't know, I figured I'd show you guys real quick. But anyways, thanks. So I came down the mountain right there, hiked down this way to the water. You can see the water's right here. And check this out. Look what came out to join us here. Where is it? The sun's out. It's awesome down here today. This place is so pretty. Tons of trees and snow and nature, and just, it's awesome down here. My dog's loving it right now. She's having a blast. What I can't understand though is when people go on hikes all the time, they end up bringing so much crap with them. My pack weighs like 8 pounds and it's too much for me. I'd rather walk around out here half naked. There's a visual. But this is kind of a little spot right here that the river, little tributary, runs into the big river. And I walk back here all the time, just messing around. Walk across these logs and goof off. And I found a sign of beaver back here before, that was pretty cool, where they gnawed through trees and whatever. And there's a lot of oak in this area. There's another one right there. Sun looking at us. See if I can get across these without breaking my neck or dropping the camera. Anyways, there's the big river, and I'm gonna hike you guys out there to show you where I'm at. So I'm gonna put this away so I don't bust my neck or fall in, or both. Well, I finally made it. It took me a little bit longer because I had to clean up some jackass's garbage, excuse my mouth. But there's the rest of it right here. my gloves, and you can see the garbage on the other side of it. There wasn't much, but it just pisses me off when people do that. But this is my cedar tree. This is my hangout right here. I come down here and build a fire and sit and watch the river going by and check this view out. And this is right here behind my girlfriend's shop. It doesn't get any better than that. And there's the little river going off to the right here. And my girlfriend and I come down here and go kayaking all the time. And the videos that I showed you earlier where I was by my house and there's the rapids, those are down that way. And we come down on the other side of the rapids, get in the water, and go all the way down this river as far as we can. Have somebody pick us up at the next landing, or we park my Jeep down there and park the Suburban with us at the top and float all the way down the river. Man, this day is beautiful. Gray skies, snowing like crazy right now. It's cold too, it feels good. A little bit of a breeze. But I really appreciate you guys joining me today on my hike. That was fun. And I'm gonna go sit under my cedar tree and relax. Might just build a fire, not sure yet. Pretty sure I will because my hands are kind of cold. But anyways, thanks for joining me. Ooh, this hike is brutal. I gotta go all the way up there, and it keeps on going. And I came from all the way down there. You can see my tracks going through here, all the way to the bottom. And this air is thick today. If I can keep from falling back down the hill like I did earlier, I'll be all right. It's so pretty out here today. Winter Wonderland's no joke, huh? Burning it down, Smothers? Oh, I need snowshoes. Whoa! Oh, that was a close one. Fall down the hill again. My feet are soaking wet. Oh. I'm seeing some other dog tracks out here too, and I don't know if those are wolf or what. I know these ones in front of me are my dog, but I keep seeing them. I should have showed you guys earlier, and they were pretty fresh, so I imagine they're wolf, which bothers me because I don't know where my dog is. I hear a cracking over there somewhere. Anyways, I'm gonna get off this camera and there you are. Did you find anything, dummy? Get off this camera and try to stay on my feet. So I've got about 100 more feet to go and I'll be at the trail. And then I got a long hike back home. So my fingers are getting cold, so I'm gonna put this thing away. So where does Spider-Man hang out in the wintertime? Here this dude is. In the middle of the woods. It's funny because every time I see those ravens flying around, I think of you, Carla, man. I think they agree, they were just cawing. Couldn't believe that though. I'm just walking along, I look down, there's a spider sitting here on the snow. He's just kicking back, sunbathing in the nice cold weather. No, Louie, leave him alone. He's trying to relax. Poor guy's cold, leave him be. Anyways, figured I'd share.